gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another What Am I Playing At? So let's start off with some announcements. A week ago I took part in a, Google Hangouts with some people from the old collections.com website, which is now back up, but I'm keeping my distance away from it. But I still use it. I'm still using it and everything. But I'm talking to people who used to have on those monthly collections, international show and tells, and now we had a big Google Hangouts, had a bit of a talk about games, stuff like that. It was very nice to see everyone again, and I look forward to doing it again with everyone. And also, in other news, on the, I think it's the 19th of July, let me double check that. Yep, no, the 16th of July. I will be going to the Super Retro Games Fair in Leeds. It's at Leeds Town Hall, and yeah, it's a great place to get some good quality titles at good prices as well, saying that it's kind of a fair sort of thing, but normally can get good deals there and stuff as well, and it's just nice to see other people as well with the same interest, talk to people, everyone like that. So if any of you guys are going, I look forward to seeing you lot there. And if not, I will put a link below to the Retro Events Facebook page, which has information about that event as well. Other stuff that's been going on there, I've been very interested in what's been going on at E3. There's been some games which I've been interested in. Battlefield 1 looks good, but I kind of have to put myself at a bit of distance with Battlefield games, because I thought, oh cool, World War 1 game. I wanted trench warfare. I know it's not glamorous and all like that, but I wanted more trench warfare. But looking at the multiplayer, I love the old destructing. I love, like, you know, how the destructing physics work into that. Like when you see like the gameplay trailer of the Zeppelin being blown up and then it lands in and then it just decimates the entire field. That reminds me of Battlefield 4 on one of the maps, where you can actually blow up this big tower and then you just see it collapse. That stuff is amazing when it comes to Battlefield, so I am looking forward to that game. Other games that I look forward to is what was actually shown at the EA's conference, which was garbage, by the way. The old, you know, let's spend about a good nearly 3/4 of it concentrating on FIFA and Madden. Yeah, I understand people like these games, but going on about a story mode in it and stuff like that, it was a bit, what the hell. But one of the games which looked interesting was a game called Fe, spelled F-E. Looked very interesting, looked like a nice open world platform, cutesy kind of platformer as well. Looked very interesting that. But the game that blew my mind away was actually finally seeing some up-to-date gameplay trailer of We Happy Few. This is a game that I've been ranting around about since I heard about this game. I'm so happy to see it now. I love the dystopian feel. I love that it's in like some alternate British thing, and there's a lot of British things. Oh Margaret and all that. It's, you know, quite good in that respect. I do enjoy that. So I am really looking forward to that, and a lot of people will be like, oh my god, did you see We Happy Few? And I'm like, I've been going on about that for years. You need to get into it. And you know, the more other stuff. I mean, Watch Dogs 2, I'm like, really? That's getting a sequel? But then again, we knew this, being Ubisoft. And it looks alright actually. It don't look as bad and as dull as the other. But Ubisoft, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with them. Some games absolutely adore them, but other games are just like, oh for God's sake, just let the franchise die. Can anyone say Assassin's Creed? Like, I don't think anyone now cares about, you know, what's the actual plot now. Everyone's lost interest. It's a game that needs to be, you know, kind of put to sleep. I know they're not working on it, so they're not making it yearly, so they can concentrate more on it. Good. But it might be an idea for the next game to be the last. People have had enough of Assassin's Creed. For the last generation consoles, yeah, Assassin's Creed was a big thing. But now, no. Mirror's Edge 2, that looked interesting. Again, that was from EA. Looks quite interesting as well. But a game that struck me was, let's just say it, Resident Evil 7, and with the VR thing. Oh my shit! A new Resident Evil game, but I saw it and I'm like, this is PC, more or less Capcom was saying, fine. You want PT, we will give you PT. I'm giving you that, and I like it. But back around, I don't think they should have called it Resident Evil. Because unless there's some bad dialogue in there, and atrocious acting, voice acting and everything, it's not going to be the same. It needs to have that bit of cheese in it for it to be a Resident Evil, in my opinion. I mean, I am a big Resi fan, so seeing that, I'm looking forward though to seeing it. Apart from that though, there wasn't really anything that caught my attention as such. So anyway, I mean, what are your views on E3? Was there anything that you saw that think I should take a look at as well? Oh yeah, and I need to say Zelda. New Zelda game. Oh my god, that game is beautiful. And I bought my Wii U last month. Well, beginning of next month actually. And I haven't looked back. And then seeing that trailer, I was like, and then seeing that it's coming out for the Wii U, I'm like, yes, finally, beautiful. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Also, stuff for me free as well, actually, which just popped in my head, was the new consoles from Sony and Microsoft, like the .5s, the upgrades, Project Scorpion, PlayStation Neo. But Project Scorpion got me a little bit, because it was like, when it was saying it has so many like transistors in it or something daft like that, I can't remember the exact wording, but I remember thinking to myself, my GPU is more than that, what they're saying is in there, and my GPU is not good for VR. You might be able to do it at a low frame rate or very simple games, but anything intensive, let's say Resident Evil 7, no chance. Any sort of high quality VR games, it's not going to be able to do without you getting motion sickness, so I'm still sceptical on the old console VR thing, to be honest. Or games really need to be made specially for that. And also to be able to work with, like the HTC Vives, your Oculus Rifts, stuff like that as well. So I'm interested to see where VR's going. But yeah. Anyway, on to what am I playing at. So, what have I been playing at this week? Well, I haven't been playing many games. I've only been playing really about 3 games this week. Tech Romancer on the Dreamcast.
Extreme Impact! Critical Impact!
Playing on, so I've just recently re-downloaded it from GOG.com, is Dungeon Keeper. Now, Dungeon Keeper has a very special place in my heart. It is one of the games that got me into gaming. And I remember, I had a knackered old PC, so I couldn't really run much back in, when Dungeon Keeper came out. When I think first saw it in like 97 or something, really, quite late on still. But my mate, one of my mates who lived next door, his dad worked, I think, for PC World or something like that, so he used to always get like these high-end computer parts and stuff like that. So he had a high-end computer and he would always get these games. And he got Dungeon Keeper, and I remember seeing it and I was blown away. So when I got my Packard Bell, the first games I got for it were Dungeon Keeper and the Deeper Dungeons. And for you to understand how much this game into it was the first time you've seen something like this. I loved the Command & Conquer games. and everything like that. But the tagline, "It's good to be bad," the quirky comedy in it, and the whole idea of building your own dungeon and looking after your own creatures and slaughtering the goody two shoes is amazing. And the one line that I love to hear in every single round is, "The Lord of the Land approaches." That to me is the epiphany of Dungeon Keeping, is just hearing that. It's a shame what happened to it in recent years, but also, you know, you can get Dungeon Keeping 2 online, but I love the whole idea of, you know, you've got a resource / strategy as well. It's more resource than strategy, like, you know, at real-time strategy sort of thing, so depends what you think, but, you know, I've got footage up here so you can definitely see what it looks like. I say I'm a fan of this game. This game means a lot to me. Once I knew I could play it through GOG, I was, yes, I've been playing it and I'm loving it. It's a great game. So I'm looking forward to getting more game. I'm looking forward to diving back into Dungeon Keeper 2 as well. Even though having Horned Reaper as a creature that can be summoned and not one that you get, I didn't like. I liked having a Horned Reaper, even though having a Horned Reaper was a risk rod, because he was so temperamental and would go on a warpath if not looked after. But he was a bad dude. He was so hard. He just used to slaughter. He slaughters everyone. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. That is what I've been playing at. So as I say, leave comments in the section below about your opinions, everything like that. Feel free to like this video, share this video. Feel free to subscribe as well, so you can see my other videos, like my pickups videos and my game reviews as well as these. What am I playing at? Yeah, and just, you know, overall, I want to get some feedback from everyone as well. I want to know what games of people playing. I want to know what, you know, what were your highlights of E3. You know, what are your opinions on the game industry at the moment? Let me know. But as I say at the end of every video, keep on gaming.